Hello! Holy crap, it worked for the first time. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome to the first episode of What is in the News Poonsauce, or What's in the News Poonsauce, whatever you want to call it. I'm here to give you guys information which I feel like is needed. So, yeah, welcome guys. Let's get this thing rolling. Make sure can everybody hear me and see me okay. Everything looking good? Everything sounding good? No fumbles or any kind of stupid crap like that? I don't know. I'm waiting to see your guys' reaction to make things so everything's good. Anybody? Yes? Any response from the chat? Da, 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 da. Okay, well I'm just gonna get on into this because it's another stream. So let's get down to business. First of all, I'm gonna go off a little bit of what I'm vaping on just to give you guys. My bra strap is showing. Oh, okay, Swags, thanks. Well, I'm just going to go off what I'm vaping on really quick. It's not a lot of things, but it's a few stuff. I got my overpowered stack. Of course, it's not me unless I'm running a stack in my setup. And then in there I got a little bit left of what I have in my Silverbacks boo-boo. And then next, I got to re-wick this guy, but I got my beautiful Lazy Vapors single 21700 DNA 75C. Just beautiful sexiness. If you want to know more about these guys, go watch the Ohmies on Frame Janklin Vapor channel. We did a live stream on Monday with the guy who makes these beautiful pieces of work. It might be a little choppy a little bit on there, but hey, go get a listen. It's kind of like a podcast, kind of like a little choppiness of everything, you know. But yeah, and I got my Flav 24 Evo on top of there, just as like one of my favorite setups all the time right now. And in there I got some Hometown Heroes apple cream custard, which, thank you Livia Lee, got me hooked on this stuff, even though this bottle should be gone by now, but whatever. And finally, of course, my new of new news right now, still putting it through its paces, and I'm loving every second of it. I got my Keen mech mod all polished up and ready to go from Times Vape and TenaciousTXVapes, Mr. Stan himself, with the Kennedy 25 on top of there. And of course, it's not me vaping on anything unless I'm running a transistor juice, which that's what I'm doing in there. Got some transistors, LSD, lemon sugar drop. It's my all day, every day, live or die. I can bathe in this stuff. So yeah, let's get down to business, people. Okay, so what I want to do today is kind of give everybody we're not talking about anything new. I know there's a lot of news that have come out today, but we'll get to that stuff down the road eventually. Right now I wanted to give kind of people who are new to the channel and everything, I know a lot of you guys keep up with advocacy and all that kind of stuff, kind of a figure of what's going on in the industry right now. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the past, within like ever since August 8th 2016. There's been so much crap going on in this industry to where government's cracking down, local legislation's cracking down on everything, flavor bans up the ass everywhere. Pretty much flavor bans getting introduced. Let's see what else. There's been freaking wholesale taxes in almost every state you could possibly think of, which is pretty insane, because I don't know about you guys, but we have a lot of people who work in shops down here. Well, in the Discord and through the Vape Stew crew and all that stuff. And it's kind of putting a damper on things. So, first of all, what's going on in the industry right now is the government is pretty much, they're not a fan of vaping. Because, obviously, all of us know that from the Royal College of Physicians, it's a 95% safer alternative than smoking. It's been proven out there. The studies are out there to pretty much back up the evidence that is what we all already know. For some reason, the government isn't understanding that it's there. I even doubt, they probably do know it's there, but they're choosing to ignore it because obviously we all know the government doesn't have the well-being of everybody else in mind, because this country makes money off the unhealthiness of everybody, which seems like, so if pretty much the government makes money off you smoking, pretty much, which is kind of a scary thing to think about, but that's what's happening. So I can probably name a half a dozen states right now who are going through either flavor bans that have either gone through or in the woodwork right now. I know recently Hawaii was trying to do one, but that one got nicked, which is nice. They made it to where it's not a flavor ban, it's more of they're cracking down more on the fines you would get if they caught people that were underage using nicotine alternative products, which is and then we got Massachusetts, which nicked on their flavor ban, which is really awesome to see. I know there's been a few states here and there who have had these advocacy groups actually fight back these flavor bans, and it's an amazing thing. Like Ohio has done it, and then I know New York's done it. Definitely, I've heard about that one. It's just cool seeing people that live in these states fight back against the legislature, because we all know regulation is good if it's reasonable. I mean, we all know that we can all say that that's a fine line, that we're all okay with reasonable regulation, because obviously everything in the world needs to be regulated some way or another. There's nothing out there that's going to have no rules to it whatsoever. So we're going to get regulations great. So we got Massachusetts that just nicked their flavor ban. We have Hawaii that just nicked theirs, and we also have Florida, which just recently did something about their flavor ban, which that is a great thing as well. But there's countless other states out there who have been either introduced flavor bans or already have them intact already, like California, for example. They're going to do their own thing. And no matter what the general public, how many meetings we go to the general populace goes to for giving the officials information of why this industry is staying around in there for them to gain profit to help businesses over there, they're not going to listen. They are looking, because I was talking to my buddy, he's in chat right now, Mr. Sean Typhon, and he made a good point that that state is getting a lot of their money off. If they had to go dig into those bonds that we were getting from Big Tobacco, they would have to take the taxpayer dollars of the masses that live in California and pretty much tell the general populace that your tax money is being used to pay back Big Tobacco, which obviously people would not like that one bit. So they're trying to get rid of vaping altogether. It's a crazy thing. I feel so sorry for people who live in the state of California, because it's a product out there that what I feel like even started in California. It was the main, I mean, how many companies out there in the vape industry that are based out of California? There's a crazy amount of them. I would say I don't want to say I'm unreasonable by saying that it's within the hundreds, because you think about it, you look at all these labels, you see all these co-packers and all that stuff that do a lot of their bottling, say you have a company who is a juice manufacturer, and they have a lab in California making their juice, labeling it, and shipping it out to either their warehouse where the juice company actually is, or shipping it out to wholesalers. So California is a big part of this industry because of how much is actually happening in California with the industry itself. So seeing that happen is a crazy thing that needs to be. It's hard for me to say that things will get better in California, because with all these different campaigns out there that are against vaping, it's really difficult, because a lot of them are doing a lot of work in California to make sure vaping isn't out there. The campaign for tobacco-free kids, I know, is one of them, that they're based out of California, and they're one of the main organizations that is trying to nick vaping in the ass, which obviously we all know what that organization doing is completely false. We all know. But there's people out there that are non-vapers and people that don't even know about what this industry actually is, who are listening to what those people say. And look at the Truth Initiative. It is what the stuff you're seeing on TV with that organization is literally some of the most ludicrous stuff I ever seen in my life. Because obviously, you know, they're out there to get the kids' attention. I mean, they have puppets on their commercials, for God's sakes. It's insane. Like how far they're willing to do, like how far they're willing to go to down this industry is they have no limits, pretty much, and it's insane. I still, whenever I see those commercials, I literally get so pissed off because I look at it and saying how many people like me are watching this commercial right now and don't even know what's going on, but they're taking the side of the Truth Initiative, because obviously people out there aren't get the information of what is actually going on in vaping isn't being brought to the masses, which I know I might not have the biggest voice, but hopefully if I can have my voice be heard, even if it's say 10-12 people at a time, and then they say that to 10 to 12 more people, and then just think of it as just a massive wildfire spreading. That is my goal, and hopefully that will happen. I'm trying to be the little voice that will speak for the people. I know, so yeah, that's pretty much what is going on with that. I know. What else is happening? Let's see. FDA, because I don't think we've heard anything recently about that federal flavor ban that was introduced a few months back. I think it was probably towards the mid or end of 2018 it was introduced. And we haven't heard much from that. I know with there being a new head of the FDA right now, I don't know if he's like a new full head where he's pretty much in that position and staying there, or if he's a temporary head to where he's just taken the role right now and waiting until there's a new official assigned. So obviously we know the Surgeon General is not for vaping, because obviously he's getting funded by who? Big Tobacco. There's papers out there showing that he's getting paid by like Philip Morris and all those kind of companies, people who are pretty much want vaping to die. Of course, how conveniently that he has the opinion of, oh yeah, we don't need vaping. No, it's bad for the health. It's bad for the populace, and of course we have these people going where it's getting to the teens. It's what are they calling it? An epidemic of teens vaping, which obviously, in my opinion, my experience is I started vaping when I was 13 years old. Do you know why I did it? Because I saw that other people were doing it, and obviously it's something different. And then I grew up my whole life, people telling me don't smoke, don't smoke, don't smoke. And what do you do as a teenager? What do you do as a kid? When somebody tells you to do something, what do you want to do? Do exact the opposite, because you want to be rebellious. You want to go against authority. It's that whole anarchist feel that everybody is going through. People want to be anarchic. Like, the whole going against authority when you're a teenager is part of growing up. That's what I feel like it is. So having teenagers do that, it's saying that, getting all these legislations out there that you're going to, like, with a bunch of states going to tobacco 21 now, trying to get teens to stop smoking or getting into vaping. So what people who want to get a hold of tobacco products or vape products, they're going to do it. They're going to find a way to get their hands on it and end up getting it. It's just how it is. How many people actually in chat right now, how many people smoked before they were the age of 18? I want to know. Give me a X1 if you started smoking cigarettes before the age of 18, because I can probably say 100% of everybody in here is going to X1, because
Michelin Dime said eat me.
Nobody. What the hell? Okay, Discord's open, so haha. Closing that because I heard somebody talk and it screwed up my whole point of things. Okay, back to what I was saying. Okay, so yeah, everybody in chat, I want to see an X1 if you started smoking before the age of 18. Like, okay, let's see. I already got 4 people right off the bat. Wambo started smoking at the age of 10. That is insane. Dave Satek, age of 14. I mean, if people are going to do it, they're gonna. If they want to do something against authority, they're gonna find a way to get their hands on it. So saying that's an epidemic to where they're thinking that the big enemy right now is obviously Juul, because all over the news pieces are showing that teenagers are juuling, Juuls in high schools, Juuls in middle schools. It's freaking insane. So they're blaming the entire vape industry for what, to me, is human nature of going against. When you're growing up, that, to me, going against authority is what being a teenager is all about. Because how I explained before, you're going to make it a goal out there to go against what other people want you to do. That's pretty much how it is. I can attest for myself, that's the why I did it. I grew up my entire life with my mother smoking for 20 plus years, my grandmother smoking for almost 50 years. I had my grandfather smoking for over 30 years. So I knew growing up all the bad things that would happen from starting to smoke. And what did I do? I still ended up smoking. So it's not... People are going to find their ways to get their hands on things. And it's... Saying that it's an epidemic is kind of overreacting, because I know there's a lot of studies, like out of one of every... what the FDA's come out with, saying like studies where the populace of teenagers in high school / middle school are like I don't know exactly the percentage right off the hand. I don't have the information in front of me, but it's kind of a ridiculous amount to where even there's studies showing that the amount of teenagers smoking or / vaping has actually gone down in the past 2 years. So I don't know where they're showing this is an epidemic, because I want to start seeing facts. This is what I feel like the industry and it needs to get to the government, to where we're not just spewing stuff out of our mouth. We need to start showing them factual information. I know there was a study that just came out today to where it shows that there's... all of us probably know and believe it. There's no such thing as secondhand vaping. It's been proven out there, I would say, for at least... I've seen the study at least for the past year, to where we all know that secondhand vaping is really non-existent. And to where people still think that and all that kind of stuff is just... We need to get all these officials, we need to get the people who don't vape to know this knowledge and to pretty much go through the propaganda that the government is trying to tell all of us on vaping is worse than you. Vaping is just as bad as cigarettes. Give them the facts and show them that what the government is trying to do to this industry. I mean, it's just like any kind of industry out there. If the government isn't going to regulate it, then, or try to take a hold of it and make money off it, they're going to try to shut it down. And that's what they're doing. This industry is taking millions and millions of dollars away from the tobacco industry, which the government makes money off of. You've seen it out there. You've seen the videos of how the government does it with these bonds and everything. It's insane. So we all know that this country is ran off money. So if the government's not making money off this, what are they going to do? They're going to try to take hold of it, shut it down, and or either shut it down or pretty much... I lost my train of thought. Holy crap. Ugh. See, a long day at work kind of does that to you. Especially when you have to come home and do a stream where you're trying to bring information to people and kind of just... You get stuck in your own thoughts because you have so much that you want to say to everybody when you know you probably only have a limited time to do it. So, bear with me here. I'm still getting used to this whole streaming thing. But, hey, it'll get better every stream, I feel like. I'm going to start kind of learning how to talk to people, which is what I want to do. I want to be more informative. Like I said in my last video, I don't want to have a YouTube channel to where I'm reviewing anything, really. I want to be more of an informative vape channel instead of... I mean, of course review channels are informative, but I want to do the information that I feel like is more important than product reviews right now.
Michelin Dime said hello, Vapor Swaggins.
Because right now, the vapor industry is at its toughest time it's ever been. 2019 is going to be a deciding year for what's going to happen in this industry because of how many states are actually going to be going through with flavor bans or going to tobacco 21. We need the masses to know about this life-saving product, because if we don't do anything, if us as the general public, us as vapors don't do anything, this time next year you might not see vaping around. You see people to go to expos and all this stuff, like how right now Vape Jam UK is happening this coming weekend. Tomorrow, I think, actually possibly in our time, it's today. It's starting today. Imagine going to those kind of expos like you have been this past year, or this year right now, going to an expo and enjoying the hell out of it, seeing a bunch of people you watch on YouTube and all that stuff, talking to people in live chats and all that stuff. Imagine that not happening a year from now because of this industry, how it's going. We need people to start. We need people to start being advocating, which is also, it was always a big thing. Always advocate. Always try to have the knowledge out there to give to the public. It's something that needs to happen. Always try. If you have somebody who's smoking, try talking to them about vaping. Don't kind of shove it in their face. Don't kind of like blow clouds in their face. Obviously, we don't want that. We've seen videos like that to where people are being idiots and blowing vape into random people's faces. We know that's ruining the look of what this industry actually stands for, and that means it's a life-saving product. We don't want that. So pretty much people who do that, we don't need them in this industry. We don't. You can just go away. Go away. Just no, bye. No. So yeah, let's see. You need to advocate. It's always a big thing, but a main thing that needs to happen in 2019 is we don't need advocators as much as we need activists. We need people spreading the positive things about this industry. Activism is what could possibly save this industry this year, and we need more people. I want to see everybody. I know everybody in this chat right now has done their right at being who advocate, who spread information to people that need to know that needs to be out there. Every time we see stuff in like Instagram or stuff, all that stuff, Instagram reposting all these informative things, Facebook, all these articles, doing that. But this year we need actually people being activists, writing your representatives, going to meetings of your local legislation, telling them why you stopped smoking and why vaping saved your fucking life. The people need to know it. It's an obvious thing. If more people get out there and start telling their local governments that if it wasn't for vaping, I might not be around today. Think of and tell them, if you're not willing to freaking go with vaping, then I'm not willing to vote for you. I know all of us in here are probably registered voters. The best way you can get somebody in legislation to take your side is to say you're not going to give them their vote unless they side with you. I mean, that's the big thing. So, yeah, that's what I pretty much, I wanted to kind of do this stream, just kind of give an update of, I know a lot of us are keep in touch of what is actually going on in the industry.
MOD said no
and so
the yapping's gone.
I need to turn Discord off because I hear people are doing the type in our Discord. We have this little thing where you can do you could type on the chat and there's like a voice that will read it off. It's weird, and it's playing in my head right now because people are typing, and it's totally messing me up. I'm not going to blame the people for it because it's my fault for not closing Discord, but whatever. Well, I'm just going to keep on just rambling off like that. So yeah, that is what I got for today, ladies and gentlemen. Just giving a little update on what is happening in the industry right now. I plan on having some content out there to where I talk specifically on different articles that come out. I have a few articles that I already have pinned on my computer to where I want to talk about them.
Vapes said POO and PA antis.
There's some stuff that is happening right now that is very interesting.
Dull Dime said we love you, Poonsauce.
And then, so, god damn it, they keep doing the freaking thing. Okay, don't mind me rambling. Okay, so what I was saying before, there's a lot of articles come out there that is very interesting on what is happening right now. because there's different studies coming out, different things that different legislations that I want to give my opinion on. Because
Vapor_Swaggins said Poonsauce_McNasty, can you please milk the cows before mom gets home from the factory?
oh my god. God damn it. Okay, Swags, I'm blaming that one on you. So that one like minute of me pausing, you can blame that on Vapor Swaggins, because he just said the most weirdest thing possible, and I don't know how to react to that. Apparently I have to go milk cows. I don't know. I don't want to milk cows. I want to be streaming so I can talk to you all. So yeah, there's a couple things I want to do before I sign off here. I know I was kind of saying my goodbyes a little bit. I want to see, I know my email is posted on my Instagram. Go to my Instagram and go to my email address. I want to hear what people think. Send me an email. I want to see what you think the vapors out there could do to be more activists. It's okay to advocate. I want to see what your opinion is that we can get more vapors into being activists. So email's in my Instagram. I'm going to put that in the description of the chat as well. Shoot me an email. I want to know your guys' thoughts. I think next stream I do, if the next episode, I'm going to go over some emails and kind of get what the public thought of this, because who knows, we might find up some good ideas and we could possibly run with something. And then finally, go follow your advocacy groups. Kasa, Not Blowing Smoke, Safada.
Just turned Discord off. And did we get water?
God damn it. It's okay, this is gonna...
Janklin said Poonsauce_McNasty,
they
did
keep
we get water?
doing it. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm just gonna ramble really quick until I can exit Discord right now, because they keep doing the thing and messing with my head. So yeah, before I sign off, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming in here and tuning in. Remember, give me a follow, give me a subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm gonna try doing more content this weekend. I'm not gonna be doing a stream on Saturday because I'm gonna be on a little weekend vacation. So yeah. Wait, I'm probably gonna do a stream probably next Wednesday. Probably do another episode of What's in the News Poonsauce. I have a couple ideas I want to do, things I want to talk about. So yeah, thanks guys. I want to say thank you everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for dealing with my rambling. I'm happy that I'm doing this, and just be patient with me, everybody. I'm still kind of new to this. I'm still kind of getting the hang of all the streaming stuff. So yeah, that's all I got for today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hate this freaking text to talk because it's messing with my head. Okay, I'm signing off. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good weekend. Remember, if you have a voice, make sure it's heard. Don't stop fighting. Yeah, I need to think of a slogan for the end of the show. So I'm just going to say, keep on vaping, keep on advocating, and just keep doing the good thing. Take it easy, guys.